Well, I should be very angry, but I'm not. I very rarely get angry. So my channel was blasting through the atmosphere into space. Um, and now it's just fizzling, fizzling, fizzling. Am I mad? No, I don't get mad. I'm very intense, but not mad. I'm focused. Being focused is something that most people don't have. Yeah, they are scattered. Yeah, I'm not mad. I'm not angry. I'm focused. I'm intense. I will push forward. And who do we have here? Let's see who we have here. It is Turtle Tongue. How's it going? Uh, I do. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Yeah, YouTube totally just sizzled and fizzled my channel out. There were uh, people that should not have been on my channel watching, and I am being punished for it. So now but I'm not mad. I never get mad. Um, you know, it's kind of like you're in the classroom, right? You're in the classroom at school, and you're getting blamed for something you didn't do. It's not your fault, but what can I say? How are the little creatures, the turtles um, the frogs, and you know, speaking of a turtle, there was a gigantic snapping turtle in the backyard a couple of years ago. I mean, it was gigantic. And it was a hot day, and he was trying to go to a cooler place. So I brought him inside, let him cool off, and the cats, they were checking him out. He would peek out of his shell sometimes. It was quite comical. Oh my, I say. It's good to be unpopular. When you're unpopular, you know, it's a good thing. A very good thing. He lives high above the valley. Johansson, that is a good one. That is a good one. So today was a really good day. Yesterday was even better. Today will really be good. hmm Now I'm finally getting it at the age of 64. That it's the spiritual aspect. It's the connectivity of our spirit, our soul, shall I say. And mind you, if you're connected to something higher and more powerful than you are, then you're doing quite well. You are. If you're not doing very well. What can I say? What can I say? Um, So I often analyze things um, with very little intent or intensity. Some, because I don't want to overwhelm um, whoever, whatever I'm analyzing. So there's so many things in this world that I've noticed. So here I am, the age of 64, right? So I've decided to, well, to live my life to the fullest, to excel, perhaps to, well, who do we have with us here? Who do we have with us? Let's see what we have here. Oh, yeah, baby. It is Hanno Miller. Yes, I hope you're doing well. I decided to do this little live stream here. And, you know, I, my feelings were hurt, I guess, when YouTube throttled me down and now it's getting an astronomical amount of views and likes and this. But you know what? It's fine. It's fine. It was not my fault that people were on my channel under the age of 18. It shouldn't have been. It wasn't my fault. However, I'm moving forward. Um, being monetized is not important to me. I'm not going to be YouTube's little clown or puppet. I am who I am. So be it. So anyone under the age of 30 will not be watching any of my videos, even if it's made for kids, because I am now the black sheep of YouTube. Yeah. Well, thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. We all need to be good role models because there's not enough of them out here in the world now. There's not. There's not. Yes, sir. Same to you. Same to you. And so who knows what we're going to do today. I have much to do and just a tiny bit of time to do it with. I am enjoying my little candies here, and I burn my metabolism is very fast. So, I'm down to 253 compared to 317. That's a lot of weight in 3 months. So that's a lot of weight. 'Cause I look back and yeah, so I'm grateful about that. I am very grateful about that. And I hope you are having a good day so far, and have a good day today. So here we are. Here we are. What can we say? So one thing I will say, I appreciate you and all of the others, because I started the live stream, and it's kind of like, well, I couldn't tell you why I started it, doing a lot of live streams, but I would like to believe that through my sometimes intense weirdness, that we have made a difference. So this channel is about, the main thing is having peace, because without peace, what do we have? Nothing. Nothing. No doubt. Oh yeah, it's just what I call drool. It's just a lot of drool, and it's interesting. I'm not complaining, but it seems like these people that do all the drugs and are totally just, even if children, they know they're not supposed to be on my channel. Yes, I have different language, this, that, and the other, but I don't have any. I would like to say that, like you said, I'm a good role model, and I am. And there's a lot of folks like you that are good role models that help our channel. It's not my channel; it's our channel. And yeah, we were zipping through and astronomically speaking with the watch hours. However, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. So, that's why I stopped drinking 3 months ago, because it's a spiritual thing. I was dying spiritually. I lost my intensity. I lost my desire for life. And even though it was just 2 or 3 times a week, it was destroying me. So I woke up one morning and I decided, well, okay, um, I finally got it. It's not the physical aspect necessarily, it's the spiritual aspect. So I've never gone back. 3 months, I have no desire. So it didn't stop there, prescription medication. I very rarely take any kind of prescription medication now. And thanks to you guys, we have really, all of us have been learning these past couple of months, pushing forward. We've got a lot of issues. And this channel is about peace and healing. And it's about just having a great time without mind-altering substances. So yeah, that's where we are here. That's where we are. So there's so many things that I'm going to be doing today, and you just never know what we're going to do on this channel. You just never know. Shut that fan off there. Yeah, we got some nice rain this evening, and the boomers came in. I personally, I like the yes, battling and healing. You're right. You're right. Battling and healing. Stopping is not an option. At my age, stopping could mean rigor mortis. So, yeah, I've been there before, and it's not pleasant. No. And some things are worth fighting for. You know what I mean? I guess I will turn that back on, because it is. There we go. That's better. Actually, it's kind of balmy here. I usually shut the air conditioner off, even though it's a little humid. Oh, that tree in the backyard, man. It's like, what? You know, you look up at a tree, right? And I've done tree work. I'm an arborist, of course, you know that. For years, right? But you look up at it, doesn't look that big. But you put that damn thing on the ground, it's like, holy. It's like, it's unbelievable. It's just 50,000 pounds of pure madness. And I'm going to utilize it. I just didn't cut it down. I'm utilizing it. I'm going to turn it into lumber. Um, the pine bark, I'm going to sell that. Uh, Pine needles, I'm going to incorporate that into something. And mainly the lumber, the rough cut lumber, you know. I mean, it's because we utilize what we can. That's true. I agree. I have a lot of physical pain. However, to be honest with you, it's nothing compared to emotional pain or regrets. Like, if I didn't do what I'm doing in my life right now, I would have a lot of regrets. And you'll probably understand this. And then that's when you really have pain. So, yeah. So we can, you know, it's a good thing. Wow. I can imagine. I can imagine. Blue spruce. Wow. Um, you know, Howard Hughes, because he could not get the materials he wanted for the Hercules. I'm sure you're familiar with the Hercules. He built it out of spruce. Do you know if it was blue spruce or what kind of spruce was it? But that surely was that was an interesting aircraft. He was very eccentric, but he was driven. He uh, he had his his quirks, but the man was truly driven. Okay, yeah. Um, well, yeah. Howard Hughes is like interesting character. His parents were wealthy in Texas with the oil refineries and stuff. He inherited that, but boy, did he was always building something new. Uh, who knows what I'm going to build next? To be honest with you, exactly. And the end of his life, he wandered in the desert, and if I'm not mistaken, he was on an aircraft, and he passed away either on the aircraft or in the hospital, and they couldn't even really recognize him. It's just a thing. Even if you have all the money in the world, if you don't have peace in your life, you have nothing. Or if you can't utilize that money and enjoy it and help others, you have. And he did help a lot of people. He did. but he didn't help himself too much. He was very self-destructive, and yeah, it just proves the point. Money isn't everything. And what I've learned in my life, my friend, is especially right now, is the less I focus on money, the more of it I have. The less I think I need a lot of money, the more of it I will have. The more of it I can help others around me. And of course, my childhood was wicked. So I guess you could say I'm kind of recreating it. I kind of look silly at my age doing things that uh, men in their 20s would do. Oh, yeah, no doubt. See, it's like I, the messages, I've got complaints, justifiably so. Messages are held in review that shouldn't be, because this is what YouTube is all about. Um, Zuckerberg, yeah, I won't say too much about him, but he's another rich guy, and I don't know him personally, but Facebook especially is wicked. Not all of it, but a lot of it is very wicked. Yeah, so it's a good day here. It's a very good day. So who knows what the old man has got up his sleeve today. Um, I'll tell you, it's good to be able to be alive again, you know. And people think they're more alive when they have a drink or when they're smoking weed or doing drugs. They think they're more alive. Really, they're on the brink of death. I was. I was on the brink of death, literally. So we move forward, and as we do move forward, it's a good thing being able to move forward. Um, I like my red light therapy. It's really good for you. Infrared light. You can buy these infrared lights on Amazon. It induces sleep and relaxation. Now blue light or LED light does not. It actually does the very opposite. So yes, I do like my candy. I burn it off, so my metabolism is so fast. It's unbelievable. It wasn't always that way. When I was drinking, for instance, I would retain a lot of toxicity. So yeah. Let's see what else we have here. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and pin your message, my friend. That's quite kind of you. And Honda Miller says you have overcome your childhood trauma and have intellectual relationships with people on the screen. You're helping me and others. Your friendship is very valuable. And likewise, some people think that I'm a lonely old man, depressed, this is why I do this, or ego driven. It's not. I look forward to it. I do, because we're interacting And what's good about this is we don't get we don't have to fall over each other. It's like, you can imagine having, all of us like having being close counters, and we don't have to fall over each other. Perhaps one day, I'm going on the road, so perhaps I'll meet some of you guys. If not, it's quite quaint what we're doing. Ah, cool. Yeah, exactly. It does help. Um, and I used to be very depressed. I mean, really depressed, just in darkness all the time. And I know how it feels. And I'm always aware. That's why I will never attack someone. I don't want to push someone over the edge. These damn trolls. And the thing is, a lot of them are under the age of 18. These are 10, 11, and 12-year-olds, what I found out from YouTube, that are doing this shit. And unfortunately, I had to pay the price. We had to pay the price. However, you know what? I'm not mad. I'm not angry. Sure, I'm hurt. But I have always been able to pick up the pieces and move forward. So that's what we're going to do. It's not important that this channel is monetized. Who the hell gives a shit? What the hell is a paltry little $50? I mean, I can get on my e-bike and do that in one day, and it'll cost me about 15 cents worth of electricity. Yeah, they are. And they are because when I was I had experiences on my channel. I no longer have them. Um, but YouTube was using me. That's what they're a business. They're a business. And we had a lot of fun, with the trolls, but it wasn't it. But then being around people like that, you tend to be like them, and that's not good. Even me, I started to become a troll. The big troll. And so that's why I'm not angry about this. I'm sure that this is a stepping stone for advancement and evolvement. So, yeah, no doubt. No doubt. Every day will get better for all of us. Like I was explaining the analogy of, you can break one twig pretty easy, but 10 twigs a little difficult. You might be able. 100 twigs, nah. So yeah, it's a good thing. We all have things we're going through in our world, and overcoming really is a good thing. Like Sylvester Stallone would say, it's not how hard you can hit; it's how hard you get hit and still are able to get back up. Yeah. So many a times people would think I was down for the count, and they wished I would stay down for the count, because people are like that. Being in a nursing home, getting out of that, being in hospice and getting out of that. Not too many people are able to do that. So, yeah, so I need to go ahead and create some new playlists. It seems like someone has always put in your path, in your life, that will help you. And you have a choice whether to receive that gift or let it let it go by you. So in my times of extreme turmoil, close to death, um, I took it and I took advantage of it, and I have um, you know, much appreciation for just the experiences in life, no matter how small they are. And I've learned one thing, Hondo, is I am grateful for the most simplest, smallest thing that I receive. It is not necessary for it to be great in anyone else's eyes, as long as it's great in my eyes. Um, so that's my motto: is this, the little things that most people would take for granted and wouldn't give them joy gives me joy. Probably the most joy that I get is when I see others do good to others. You know, when they do good. Yeah. When people just go out of their way and become beautiful, beautiful. Um, I'm out of the chrysalis. I'm out of the tomb. I'm out of the coffin now. So last year I was in the coffin, in the tomb, and dreaming about getting out of there. Well, dreaming doesn't do any damn good. You have to intently focus on breaking yourself out of it. And so now my wings, my beautiful multicolored wings of prismatic colors, are starting to come out. I'm not flying yet, but I'm getting ready to. So we all have this, we all have this at our disposal. So here we are, as I was, we're laying in that chrysalis, in that coffin, and we're wishing, we're dreaming to get out. But until we actually make the effort to push our way out of this imprisoned state, it'll never happen. Never. I would be good at that. I would. I'm able to, with my energy, my empathic energy, to help troubled children. I am able to do that. Um, I've always wanted peace. I came into the world much love and peace. Unfortunately, my mother was very hateful, and it's taken my whole life to heal from that. And finally, at the age of 64, it's just a dark chapter in the book that I no longer have to deal with or read anymore. You know, yeah. I could see myself doing that because I would take the focus off of these, a lot of times, young men's hearts, off of the hatred and the despair they have and the abuse they've, and I would let them focus on other things like mechanics, electronics, just the simple things in life. And soon they would metamorphosize. They would come out of that chrysalis. They would. Um, there's not enough love. That's cool. That's cool. So I can see what you did. That's why we have a lot in common, my friend. And so that's why in my life I don't have the degrees or anything, but I practice empathy in my life all the time, especially with children. Children are at a very high risk, and I'll just say there's so many trolls out there that if they had their way, they would destroy children, adults too. I for 3 years, every Saturday night, without exception, I played my keyboard for the adult mentally retarded at Pine Castle in Jacksonville, Florida, and they get up and dance and have a great time. I looked at them as just regular human beings. I didn't look at them as mentally retarded, and I enjoyed it. I didn't do it because I thought that they were less than I was. I did it because I wanted to. It was the right thing to do. Unfortunately, there's a lot of people that are overseeing people that are mentally retarded or have special needs that are egotistical, and they do it because, well, they feel better about themselves because they can look at these folks as somewhat less. So that's bullshit right there. It's like people that are police. I would say most first responders are really good folks. Some of them, though, are not. That's right. And they deserve to be celebrated, not tolerated. Uh, that's why it was a turning point in my life a few years ago when this so-called friend of mine, I thought he was doing me a favor when he said he was tolerating me. Then one day, I saw what he was really all about, and he's no longer a friend. So now I choose to celebrate people. I enjoy being around people of different colors, ethnicities, belief systems. I enjoy it. And people love me. It's just not here on YouTube, you know. So what's the choice? Being hated or loved? I'd rather be loved and needed and wanted. So, yeah, we're going to have a great time April 15th. And, yeah, April 15th. We're going to have a good time, and no doubt about that. Well, I think I'm gonna get some sleep, my friend, and until I'll see you later on. And great conversation. So, love to you, peace and joy.